Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. So, this deck is unfocused. There were a whole lot of rows where there was nothing I wanted. Like, I wish I could have just gone pass. Like, make my deck one card smaller and not include this. Because they don't let you do that for a reason. And if I knew what I was going to get from the start, obviously I would have done things a little differently, because I could have had one more Power of the Wild. I could have had another double Murloc, at least one more, and I could have taken some. I could have taken some of those crummy like hunters, the 2/3 for 3 that also gives you a 1/1. I don't think that's a very good card. It's in this like weird. This is an awesome card. The Dragon Mechanic, whatever, who's 4 mana, gives you a 2/4 and a 2/1. That's an awesome card. But the 2/3 for 3 mana in between them, not so good. It just doesn't work out well. But in this, with 4 Power of the Wilds, which I could have had, that would have been pretty. It would have been a good argument to make for including that hunter in here. We'll see what I do, though. I have some things that are very fat. Although, at a certain point, you almost want to have more than 3 or 4 things that are very fat, so that you can get more than 2 in a game in case your opponent, say, has 2 Shadow Word Deaths. Or some stupid hunters, big game hunters and stuff. Having just 2 or 3 big fat things is not the ideal. I guess I have 4 things with attack 7 or more, so we don't want you in the starting hand. Do I keep him or not? He's awesome, but I think I'm going to try and get more cheaper stuff. Cheaper stuff. Yay! Going second again. Got an Innervate. I don't think I have a good use for the Innervate in my hand, though. I wish I'd kept the Spectral, because I could have done second turn Spectral. That would have been insane. But what we're going to do, I'm going to just coin out the Haunted Creeper. This thing has 3/4 worth of stats for 2 mana. As I always say, it's kind of arranged in the worst possible way, but this thing demolishes those 1/1s for the early game part. So I'm fine with that. I could just Kung Fu the 1/1 and hit him, instead of taking 1 damage on this guy. Do I care about that? Not a whole lot. Although, yeah, no, if I just kill this, then I could also... No, this is an Innervate. I don't need to do that. Yeah, it's still not a good, like, Innervate turn. I could Innervate out this guy. We're gonna save that and maybe get a big tree. You know, maybe I'm just going to save my guy, even though using 1 of his hit points to kill a 1/1 is probably about as good a move as I'm gonna get. I was gonna Kung Fu that anyway, because I wasn't gonna play the owl. I see. There is the Spectral Knight who I could actually coin out. Now, I don't want to, though, because this guy could beat him up. That would not be nice. So we're going to play this, because it can crush that thing. Yeah. And of course, you can't silence something out of stealth, because silence has to target, and you can't target stealth. Although, I hate their text. Their, like, help text there, stealth, can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage, is incredibly misleading, because it doesn't mention battle cries. I guess it says it can't be targeted, period. But it's so unclear, because so many other things, like, specify what they can be targeted by. I don't know. I guess it's not technically inaccurate. There's so many of their other things that are just, like, the descriptions are not sufficient. Especially, it's more like if they have an ability that's described on the card, there's anything abnormal, they tend to not be described very well. So he's got a conundrum. Ah, okay. Interesting. Not particularly good for me. Swipe is particularly good for me. You like the swipe. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to swipe to get rid of this army. I'd do more damage if I swiped him directly, but I gotta use it to kill one of the guys, even though it's a little bit of overkill.
Join or die.
So, I guess that worked out okay-ish.
Ready, sir.
So I could play him and then innervate out Power of the Wild, give them all +1/+1, and use these two guys to kill that. That's not bad.
I wonder.
We could also play the Warden. Yeah, it's not going to work out as well. +1/+1. Untargetable 5/7. Go. I'm sure he'll find some way to annoy me by getting rid of that. But for the moment, it seems pretty good. And if he does damage and doesn't kill it, or just if he's trying to save up stuff to kill it with, I can play the Warden next turn to cover it a little. And I can silence something. Blessing of Kings would not quite do it, although his guy would survive. That would be pretty obnoxious.
Reporting for duty.
Damn it. That is very unpleasant of you. You hit me directly, though. That is very pleasant of you. I appreciate that greatly, because you screwed up. I'm afraid you done screwed up. You didn't realize I had silence. That was his... Unfortunately, see, you don't know these things. He was thinking I might have to do something to get rid of that, or maybe he thought he had a better way to eliminate my guy, but he got a little greedy by trying to attack. I mean, I guess he didn't want to hit my guy and not kill it, although it would be pretty hard to heal this guy. But the fact is, he had, like, the ideal play for what was in my hand. It would take, like, all these guys together would still not kill him, so I'm fine with not attacking, or with not, like, killing them right now. This is like my version of Fugan and Stalag. They're both untargetable. One's a 5/7, one's a 7/5. Not quite the same. I'm not going to generate any. But, ah, damn it. Well, that's unfortunate.
Reporting for duty.
Still, I have a lot more health than he does. So for 3 mana, I could Kung Fu something pretty good. I could kill him, for example. I can't kill him. Like, I just hit him for 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not going to do it. I think hitting him with this, and then trying to whittle down the other stuff is probably the way to go.
Problem solved.
Not exactly solved, but we'll see.
For the wilds.
Okay, this is it. All my cards are on the table. If he has a Consecrate now, then he can eliminate my forces, and he'll still have way more cards left. But if he just has minions, and they don't have, like, crazy taunt, he might have a hard time stopping me from killing him. That's the hope. Because he has to stop this guy, who can solo kill him.
I'll put it on your head.
Ooh, that's pretty obnoxious. But, wait, doesn't save you. Yeah, that looked like a good turn until you realized that it doesn't save you. Okay. It still drew me my card, even though he conceded. Okay. Alright, yay me. 2 wins with the Misfit Druid of Doom. The Power of the Wild on the Spider, pretty strong combo for the arena. I don't know how impressive that would be in Constructed. This hand is actually already pretty fast. I'm going to maybe get rid of the Blood Knight and just hope I get something better, because he's only good if my opponent has bubbles, basically. Nope, that backfired. We knew it could. The rest of my hand was solid enough that I felt that it was worth the risk, trying to get something better. Hey, cool, it's you again. Do I want to do that first? It could just get silenced, or it could... That's a good build-up technique for this, though. I think I'm going to do that. He's got this weird, like, it's a disincentive to kill him. Because if you're the opponent, if your opponent has this, you don't want to kill it, because then on on the Spider player's turn, the 2/1/1s will be able to attack right away. You kind of want it to die on their turn, so you have an extra turn to deal with the Spiders. But it just gives you a lot of obnoxious choices. Speaking of obnoxious... I could silence his. No, his would just kill my owl, though. That's not really optimal. This is very unfortunate, actually. See, I was talking about how annoying these things are. If I silence it, it can kill my owl. If I hit it in Kung Fu, then he's got 2/1/1s. One of them kills this, and one of them kills one of my other 1/1s. Like... I could Power the Wild for +1/+1 now, which not only being a waste, but this kills that, and then the 2/1/1s would just kill it. Although I would get to keep my 2/1/1s, but bah. I guess he ends up with the least stuff if I silence it. This is a very short-term play and probably not that smart. Now, you know what? There's going to be worse stuff that I'm going to want to silence later. I'm going to deal with the 1/1s.
For the wild.
I don't know. The silence would have killed 2/1/1s, and that's pretty cool. Oh, he's not going to take mine out. Ah, I see. May have to silence that guy. Which is not an optimal move for like my mana and everything else, but stopping him from rampaging would be good.
What to do?
Oh, god damn it! That is so... Ah! I can't believe that. Ah, damn it. That's why he didn't want to trade any minions. No, he's gonna kick my ass now. God damn it. That was incredibly terrible for me, and probably I just lose the game there. For not psychically knowing that he was going to have a Cult Master to go with his... Like, that's why he was not doing trades that I would have done. And it all makes sense now. I didn't even have any way to kill that unless I was willing to hit it for one and then Kung Fu it, take all that damage, and then... do what? Maybe it would have been worthwhile, because I did have 2 mana plays, but...
My shield for Argus!
Oh, awesome. Now I can't get to it. Friggin... Wow. It just keeps getting worse. Alright, I think the best I can do to salvage this...
What to do?
I would like to get this guy out because I'm going to power the wild, but I need to heal that so it's functional. You need to kill that thing because it's already probably cost me the game, but it only gets worse the longer it stays out. So that really sucked. It did end me with an army, but he's drawn 1,000,000 cards to deal with my army somehow. Okay. Oh, awesome! Perfect solution to me. Yeah, no. He's... I didn't expect the Cult Master, and since the Cult Master, which it's understandable because it drew him 1,000,000 cards, but since then he has basically just had, like, the perfect cards to deal with me. There's not a lot I can do.
You gotta be kidding me!
Okay, that's also not good. Because I can't do this yet. So if I power the wild now, then I can play her, but I can't play him first. So those are my two choices. Him or all this stuff. So it'd be, she'd be a 4/2, 2/2. He'd be a 2/8. So he could survive that, but only if I didn't use him to kill one of the other guys. This would do 3 damage. It would not be enough. Huh. I don't think it's going to work out right. Yeah, I don't know. She would have her bubble and stuff. We would still have to get through that. I'm going to try it. I don't know. It's more interesting than the other play. It's not really necessarily better. That was probably dumb. Like, I probably should have used them to beat him up. Because I'm going to get, like, hellfired now and then have to lose all my stuff. But I don't know. If he's thinking of hitting a minion with this guy, it means he doesn't have hellfire. So hooray. Now, how is he going to completely and utterly demolish me? Silencing her would do a good job. As it stands, she's going to be awesome unless this guy gets the +1 hit point. Which is probably what's going to happen.
So many possibilities.
Come on. Stupid Cult Master. Like, look at his goddamn hand. He hasn't even been paying life for cards, basically. He may have done it once or twice. I didn't even notice, because he just had so many cards. That's not helping. And it went to the right place. Awesome. Frickin' piece of crap. Now I have to lose this guy to get rid of him, too. Or take 7 damage myself. We gotta get rid of him, though. Okay, we could go for the face and just play the Ironbark Protector and hope that it requires him to get rid of it. Because he's also making it hard for him to play all those millions of cards in his hand. That is a really risky play, but I think if I just kill him, then I'm doing even worse, because he can just dump all the cards in his hand, and I'll have like an 8/8 or a 7/7, but not the ultimate. Probably dumb, but I am going to try it.
Join or die.
I'm kind of all in on this. So, like, if he has spells for doing damage, he should be fine. Okay, that doesn't help. Although at least he still had to trade it. And he had to pay the extra mana for this guy, so he's not doing that much with the turn, but this is still not good. Yeah, he's got to be a little worried about me racing him down now, even though I don't think it's going to happen. Dope. I don't know what the chances of that were. He may just not have had any other demons in his hand, which would have been
The light
well played.
protects me.
Yeah, he might as well just kill my stuff now, because he's got a big army there. Pretty horrible. Despite all those cards, he's still life tapping. Alright, I can't just kill him directly. I gotta get rid of this. And we play a War Golem. And then play a Yeti 2. We are all on the table. The War Golem does technically win against this thing, so far. He can now cast whatever minions he wants, and spells. Can he just kill me? Or is he gonna Nether Void? Yeah, he's twisting it. That's, you know what I mean. That is a good play, because we're at even health now, but he has cards and I have no cards. So, what are the chances of me coming back? Pretty slim. Spectral Knight is about as good a card as I could have drawn, but it's not going to be enough. Not with all those cards. Although, if I drew a Druid of the Claw next, and there are two of them in here, then no, it's not going to work. Oh, really? Oh, the island of rejected taunts that I didn't take, which are now going to kick my ass. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do about that. Should I just play this guy or not? Like, he is kind of a surprise if I save him, but then it's not helping to do an extra damage to that guy. So, I don't know. No, I'm toast. If he had not played 2 taunts last turn, and I had drawn a Druid of the Claw, then maybe it could have had a comeback coming, but... I mean, if he hadn't done that, then he would have done something else, right? He has too many cards.
So many possibilities.
He got at least 8 life worth of cards out of the Cult Master, right near the beginning. He could have frozen this guy. Does he not realize? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Pretty toast. He's got all those cards, and with max mana, he could easily take 2 life and get something else if he needed even more cards. No. Alright. You know, a lot of times you get the Cult Master and he's not doing you any good. He would have been awesome in this deck, because I have so many, like, multiple minion things, but... he showed what happens when you get the Cult Master at the right time, and crushed me. So, we'll see how much further I can go next time. Please click the like button, though there may be a small chance of lycanthropy. Just make sure the only animals around are good ones. You don't want to become like a were-toad or were-gerbil or something. and check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.